Alright guys and girls, this is my Redstone Piano by Xmods. I'm Xmods13. I'll just give you an overview of piano. This other stuff, that's a synthesizer. The other stuff I was testing to build with it. Yep, all of this is for one stinking piano. Some more testing, some pulse generators and decoders I was working on. You can record what you want to play and also switch out the material underneath the note block pretty easily. To record stuff, you just step on the pressure plate. You can see when it's registered right there. Then you write it to the RAM. Then you clear the note. You can see it go back down. Now you can register another note, store that to RAM. And then clear it. Do another one. Now I'm going to write, if you only want a certain amount of notes to play, like I'm just going to play 4 right now, all the other levers have to be up. Once they're up, it will play correctly. If some of them are down, you will get some glitches in the playback. That's all it is to record. And then you can switch the notes. And then play them back. Most of this stuff is by my own design. The RAM is my own design. The block switcher, that's all my own design. The only thing that I've borrowed that's not my own design are these T flip-flops you see. And that's what's registering the notes. Besides that and all this other stuff, it's of my own design. You get a little bit of lag when it does a major switch. That's when all of these get extended, these get retracted, so it restarts this loop. But that's the only lag that I get. All of this redstone doesn't really lag my system. It's the overcomplicated block switcher that does. Oh, keep forgetting where I have the play button at. To clear the RAM, you must clear the notes, because sometimes these won't, sometimes it will stay up with a note. Like right there, it will stay up. Sometimes whenever you play it back, it stays up. So you must clear the note. Then to clear the RAM, you do it in descending order. My next model will, all of this will be automated, but for this model, you gotta do it manually. I just like clearing it for, just to make sure that's clear. And now whenever you play it back, there's a note block there that plays, letting you know that it's registered. But there's nothing to play, because there's nothing on the RAM. You can do notes in a row just by registering one note, then placing those into RAM. Whenever you're loading the RAM, you have to do it ascending order. Whenever you're clearing, it's descending. That's just how my RAM works that I designed for this. If y'all want me to go into detail on the RAM, I will. I'm just showing off these notes, these 4 notes, because they're pretty close to the registers, to the RAM registers. But you can use any of these notes. There's 14 notes, there's none of the sharp notes. I think this is what they're called. The black notes on the piano, there's none of those on here. I guess I'll go into detail on the signal path right now. Whenever you click on the note, it goes directly down and plays the note, so you know that it's registered, or know that you play it. And it also goes down to the T flip-flops. Now this area is a generic T flip-flop. The stuff below it is the resetter. That's where the note clear, or the clear notes, goes, and it resets these to a default position. I can do a video on this if you guys want. Just leave me a comment in the comment section and I will build it and explain it. Once it goes from there, it gets spread out. I think it's, yeah, it goes from being every other block, and it gets spread out to being once every 5 blocks. That's just the closest that I could get this RAM to be. Once it comes in, it goes through a repeater lock RAM. Whenever you click the register, it turns off the signal and stores it to the gate, or to the lock. Once it goes through the lock, I have an output for each lock. That gets fed down to this area. And once it's down here, I can output it pretty easily. I've never seen anything like this using repeater locks with the output like this. It took me about a day to develop it. But the output goes on this line to the next 4 bits. There's 4 bits, 4 bits, 4 bits, another 4 bits, so there's 16 bits per cell. Or 16 in a row, 4 per cell. And then once to play it, the play button pulses through a monostable circuit through all of these lines at the same time. And if they're not synced, then it will have a ripple effect, and I had that going on earlier till I figured out how to get them all synced up. And that enables the output for the gate. Then once it goes out, it goes up to the next cell. Same setup. Goes up to the next cell, goes up to the next cell, and then it finally goes out to the note block down below to play the sound near you. What else? Yeah, this is just me testing because I've rebuilt the RAM so many times. And I'll show you how synced all the notes are. So I'll go ahead and clear that. And then play all the notes at once. That shouldn't be happening. Let me just figure out why it's doing that. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to change or set all the registers, or the RAM. I'm even following my own rules to my own device. See, that's what happens when these aren't all up. That's a perfect example. It just glitches out, doesn't play right. You get notes that aren't really there.